I don't think it's realistic, given the fact that we're already at the end of 2018, so that time is going to come really quick. We just had elections in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and as we know from the previous experience, it can take months for the different levels of governance to be formed, for the presidency to settle in and to start functioning properly. So I don't really see a possibility that the relevant structures in Bosnia and Herzegovina will get the necessary leadership in the next couple of months, which is going to be able to take them through a very complicated process of steps, which will ensure then Bosnia getting candidacy status in 2019.
It will be absolutely great if Bosnia could gain the candidate status. However, all these dates mean very little, in fact, in essence, for Bosnia and Herzegovina, if reforms are not taking place, if the processes are not really taking place where citizens can feel them. I'm talking primarily about judiciary, I'm talking about all relevant topics that really matter to gain trust back into your governments. So the dates we can play with and we can see whether they make sense or not. What everything in between really matters for the citizens that are expecting new government to form, new government to be established in a way that actually provides services for these citizens, that provides governance in the best possible model that they can think of.
I think what is realistic is for Bosnia and Herzegovina to get an opinion on its membership application. The opinion will be analytical, very analytical. It will show in a very clear and detailed way how far Bosnian legislation, constitution and institution and practices are from the EU standards. And I think that is the most important thing that Bosnia and Herzegovina will get. What I think is that Bosnia and Herzegovina should get a candidate status in 2019, but whether it will also depend from the political will in the EU member states.
I'm very skeptical, and I believe 2019 is a moment where we have a lot of wishful thinking related to Bosnia, but given the momentum that there will be probably very long negotiations to build a government, that we still have a very high level of undecisiveness on the side of the European Union, and that I don't see political elites in Bosnia able to deliver that soon. In 2019, I believe this is wishful thinking, even though wishful thinking sometimes can become real in a way that the European Union decides to grant something in order to initiate some kind of process. If the EU decides to go that a kind of a way of giving something in order to initiate processes, it might even theoretically happen, but in the substance I don't believe that Bosnia will be ready to take the next step in the European integration in 2019.